The following may contain graphic or disturbing content that is not suitable for all audiences. The events discussed are presented for educational and analytical purposes only. All individuals involved are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised.
Bung.
Episode 365
Today.
So, all right. We're back.
We're back one more time with feeling.
I'm feeling doubt. I'm going to need to drink my energy drink before these multiple takes trying to fix technical issues.
Like every technical issue.
Yeah, everything that's possible was made possible today. Thank you. Whatever is happening.
Well, I would have no idea how to even remotely begin to tackle that. I'm like, oh, things and stuff.
Yeah, I think I got most of it figured out. But yeah, for some reason, still little issues here and there. All right. So this episode is number 12.
Where that means we're like at 3 months.
That's
so that
true.
seems like a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty substantial. Other podcast I did many years ago. I looked it up yesterday because I was making a post online and talking to some people about experience in podcasting or whatever. And I think I had 22, 24 episodes on that one, something like that. That was 5 years ago. And then I don't know, I just kind of drifted away, but here we are 3 months in. You're about a month, almost 2 months in.
Yeah.
So.
And we're about halfway there to your last one. Whoa, halfway there.
Oh, yeah.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah. You need a lot of those. Yeah, so Discord and the socials are doing all right. We have not been pushing those as much as I probably should. I
With
think
like the flashing buttons and the
Yeah.
subscribe now.
I'll throw 'em in the edit. I'll throw them on the screen or something.
Smash that like button.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I probably should when I start out. You know, you think 3 months in, and those are with accounts that are 0.
Mm-hmm.
So none of the accounts had followers. None of them had likes. None of them had anything. All the videos start off at 0. And so should you probably push that kind of content like that? Probably. I've been doing it the wrong way the whole time, but I also I don't know. People pay for likes, they pay for this, they do all these different things, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So I tell people, you know, if you're watching, if you're a visual watcher of the podcast or you're an audio listener, if you want to follow. If you don't want to follow, okay, I get it. But it would be helpful if people did. I did notice on TikTok that we hit a milestone.
Ooh.
Yeah. I track that a little bit. Kind of, I would say YouTube, Facebook, TikTok are about the number ones, you know, the ones that are doing,
the big ones.
Yeah, doing the best, you know, in terms of followers and views and all that stuff. And TikTok hit a milestone, and it's my favorite number.
Oh.
69, dudes!
Yeah.
Most excellent.
What? So, yeah. So we've actually surpassed that. I think I looked earlier, and it was 77. But it was hit 69 yesterday.
You should check it live. What are we at right now?
Oh, I will do that. And let's see who the last person is. So it is still 77. And the last follower is Mr. Poopy God.
Thank you, Mr. Poopy God.
Mm-hmm.
We salute you.
We don't want to upset the Poopy God.
Nope.
You might be, like I said once before, you might be on a plane, you might be driving long distance. You don't want to upset the Poopy God because there might not be a rest stop.
Yeah, you might be on a 11-hour shift in a couple days with outside with no bathroom, and you definitely don't want to upset the Poopy Gods.
Yeah, and then you're trying to take belts off and do different things to get access to things. Yeah, so I don't even know what do we thank you, Poopy God.
Thank you, Poopy God.
People that follow on Discord, submit videos, things like that will probably do the same thing, in the sense that if we use the video clip in the podcast episode, we'll, shout their name out, maybe even bring them on. Maybe we'll talk about the clip with that person so that they get our point of views, but we also get theirs, whether, they have experience or not. That might be beneficial. So,
Or maybe they have experience in one thing and not the other things. Like me, I have experience in one thing, but not military and really not security.
yeah, I'm kind of like a weird
Hybrid.
Yeah, I've all three.
Tribrid?
Tribrid, yeah. I have a threesome with military, law enforcement, security. It's pretty awesome. But yeah. So then last week's episode, so that would have been episode 11, double ones. That was the Lone Star Texas Lone Star episode. And that would have been all the Dallas PD videos. And there were 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were some other kind of added bonus clips. But the kind of focus, the running theme was Dallas or Dallas PD for that. So we did do the Iran bombing clip, and that was the guy driving down the road, listening to his music, just having a good old time. And yeah, boom, boom, boom. Bombs dropped on a building, and government building, and then all the pieces went flying. So,
and somehow his commute was still better than mine on I-25.
Yeah. Yep, still better than most people's commute here in the state because driving sucks here. If you're listening and you're driving right now on I-25, you'll understand what we're saying because it sucks.
Yeah, and don't drive slow in that left lane, guys. Come on. Passing lane.
Passing only. Yep. And then we watched the airborne pursuit at a Fond du Lac. We call it airborne pursuit because they went airborne and they did little Dukes of Hazzard. And I felt kind of disappointed that I didn't do a little Dukes of Hazzard something, like throw a little clip in there.
And Mrs. Quarterback survived another week, having never seen the Dukes of Hazzard.
It's true. We got to fix that. So we will remedy that maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe when you least expect it.
Oh no. It's now, isn't it?
It is actually right now. No, I'm not going to do it right now. And then we rolled into the security agent shooting of the politician. The politician's kind of executive protection guy that changed his name, had a bunch of felonies, bad history, warrants, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Background investigator. You had one job.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the process is there. Good old Dallas and maybe Texas in general. I know the security licensing system there is pretty in-depth and has different classes and levels and different things. And so not really sure how he got past that one, if he even had a license to begin with. But anyway, he was shot because he took a gun out.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It will. And then there was the raid. It was SWAT and DEA. It was a combined raid. And so they went into kind of the yard and then the dogs, and they threw flashbangs, and then they went upstairs. And then when they got to the top of the stairs of the garage, they yelled police. Guy opened the door. He had a gun, and they shot him. So maybe don't answer the door with a gun in your
A
hand.
giant gun in your hand, no less.
Yeah, it looked pretty big. It was like a AK or something, shotgun, or I don't know. It was a big something. And then we watched the video of the knife guy. So
Oh, yeah.
he made a call, said, "Hey, I'm going to hurt myself." When they got there, he's trying to get the officers to put the tasers away because he wanted to get shot. And then comes out with the knife. They do shoot him. And then they also tase him. So,
Mission not accomplished.
I mean, sort of.
Kind of.
He wanted to get shot, so he did.
Ugh.
And then the court guy that got his gun taken away by the ninja in the wheelchair.
He got bested by the wheelchair.
Yeah, he definitely pulled a John Wick and took the guy's gun and did not use it against him, but another kind of officer, security, deputy, trooper, whatever they were, he came out and ended up shooting the guy. And then the other guy never even got off the ground. He might still be there as far as we know.
Yeah, he lives there now.
Yeah. So this episode brought to you by nothing, but this episode is all about K-9's.
Oh, good boys and girls.
Yeah. And the first video clip that we are going to watch is going to be a training video. Now, it's a training promo video put out by Mesa PD. And I did a little editing to it because they had some music dubbed over to it. It's very professional, very well done. But the music I don't rights to, so I don't want to, put something up there, get a copyright strike, not be able to play it, not have it work, and then, get in trouble. So I put a song on there that I do have rights to. I do have the ability to use and dubbed it over, but I highly recommend for all the viewers, for all the listeners, for all the people, go take a look at it in its kind of true form on their Facebook page, and you'll see, kind of how it sounded and everything else. And I don't know. I think I did a good job with the song.
And listeners, you'll benefit from going to see it because he's such a handsome, good boy.
Yeah, I always highly recommend if you're a listener that you still watch this podcast on YouTube or, Spotify or whatever. You're going to get the added benefit of these clips and seeing what we're talking about. And so I highly recommend if you don't watch the episode, at least go hunt down the clips that I mentioned. Shouldn't be hard to find. So let's go take a look at this training promo video really quick.
Look at that face. A drooling face.
Yeah, pretty good little clip by Mesa PD. And if you go look at their kind of page and all the things they have to offer, they have some cool clips. There's one that shows the car kind of roll up, and it's like old car, and it goes and explodes. It kind of turns into pieces, and then it connects, like it goes back, and then it's like has new pieces and new add-ons and different things. It's kind of neat to watch. So whoever's doing their audio video stuff should get a raise because they're doing some amazing stuff. Definitely go take a look at that one with the regular music on it, and you'll appreciate it probably even more than what I had there. But I think the music was okay.
Yeah. And that's the last set of teeth I'd ever want to encounter if I was, for whatever reason, running away from the popo.
Yeah. I mean, just don't run and you don't have to worry about it.
Some sharp teeth.
And if I understood it right, that was the 11-year-old Bosco.
Baby.
I want to say there's a Bosco in that TV show too. Roscoe? Maybe Roscoe. I don't know. It's been a minute. We're going to have to watch it because you got to catch up on some good television. But it sounds like he's been serving for 9+ years, which is generally a lot for.
Usually they're like 6 to 9 years.
Yeah. They don't they don't last very long. It's a lot of kind of work and I don't want to say abuse, but a lot of, it's kind of like cops, they hurt their backs and hips and all sorts of stuff just doing the work. So this first kind of real clip. So this is again, the running theme is all K-9s. And so this one you're going to see, this is a helicopter video.
We love helicopter videos.
But it's also going to be ending with K-9 capture.
This is like the best of both worlds.
And this one comes out of Lake County Sheriff's in Florida. And they're searching for a known suspect, as somebody that they know. And I forget what the reasoning is, the warrants or whatever, but they go to the house, they kind of order everybody out of the house, and they find out this guy fled, and he fled on a four-wheeler, and he generally flees from police. That's well known on a four-wheeler. And so what you'll see is the aerial view. The officer will be talking to the helicopter, kind of coordinating which direction he fled, and then they'll locate him using the thermal from the helicopter. And so it's kind of a neat thing to watch. And then we'll go at the end to the body camera view of the officer with the K-9, hence the whole theme of the episode.
Okay, copy. If you guys don't mind hanging out for a couple more minutes in this area, we'll try to get some more Signal 14 and see if we can get another location to attempt.
Not a problem.
So loud.
So we possibly went down Wild Turkey eastbound on a four-wheeler.
That's 10-4. The area he typically would go back to is off of St. Clair Lake, Eddie Lane. That area south of Lake Mac is where we were attempting to track yesterday.
So for audio listeners, this is kind of a view from the sky. It's very wooded terrain, but everything hot is white, really white. And so what they're able to do is locate this four-wheeler because the undercarriage is very hot.
11, we got a four-wheeler going through the woods.
Direction.
Eastbound, coming up to 539.
This guy's cruising.
And now it's northbound in the woods.
Going pretty quick.
Copy. We're going to do our best to try to get ahead of it, but y'all are going to be our only eyes.
It's
it's
headed
all
back towards
nighttime.
y'all for the pilot.
I mean, this is... I forget what time it was. The body cam is going to
Looks
show
like
it.
the four-wheeler may be stuck or broken down. He's trying to work on
8:36. So this is January 22nd at 8:36 p.m. And he's hauling pretty good.
And he's running eastbound.
I don't know that he has headlights on there.
33 given to channel 120, 36 hour.
He's running pretty fast for it being so dark.
Southbound off of
and wooded.
Pecan.
Right. I think he's on like a little path right now. Like a driveway.
We're pulling off.
Southbound from the
It's
four-wheeler.
like coming into a yard of some
Got the
kind.
dog on the ground. We're trying to make our way over to you guys. This is the same four-wheeler he was on yesterday.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they went to the
Get it
four-wheeler
up, Wild
first,
Turkey.
identified it.
Keep coming.
Now they're going to walk him in, and then you're going to
He's
see the
at
body camera view.
24895. 24895.
Okay, Wild Turkey, out your left window. Left.
By the house. To your right. Get on
the ground now, you'll be bad! Get on the ground now, you'll be bad! Pronoun now! Watch that bad guy, Murphy! Watch that bad guy!
Yeah, so Murphy's your K-9. Here's your bad guy laying down. Now the officer, one thing I noted, kind of watching this clip a few times, is that he's got a light up, but it looks like it's a handheld flashlight. He's got the dog. He seemed like he was by himself. Even from the thermal, it was just the officer and the dog together. There was nobody like nearby right away. There, in a few seconds, somebody shows up, but I don't see a lot of lethal out. I don't see tasers out. I don't see anything going on. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that, if I was doing this, I'd probably have in this situation, which I never say search with a gun light, but in this situation, you have the helicopter telling you where he's at. I would probably have my gun out, use the gun light on him, and at least have that coverage. Even though I have the dog,
Right.
I would still have something out because you don't know if he's going to pull something.
We got him on the ground. Don't move, all right, Larry? Don't move,
Yeah,
buddy.
Larry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And then there goes the second officer just showed up. Deputy or whatever. There's another one with a flashlight.
Kyle, was it fun at least? The game for a while? You had us going. If it wasn't for
lost
the
hide and
fool
seek.
taking a crap on you, you probably would have had a chance.
And then we're going to get to see his little mug.
Like, you can clear the channel. Eagle 1, phenomenal job. Thank you.
Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle 1 to all the units. Great job. Good teamwork.
Yeah, good teamwork.
It's quite the list of charges.
Yeah, it looks like electronic or written. Those are two vastly different things. Threat to kill another person, domestic. And so domestic could be in some states, I'm not sure Florida, but in some states, domestic could be between two people with an intimate relationship, or it could be even brother, sister, father, mother, whatever, son, whatever. States kind of define domestic differently. And so I'm not really sure. When I think domestic, I think like husband, wife, girlfriend, intimate partner, or whatever you want to call it. You got some battery in there. Also
Yeah.
domestic.
We don't have that here.
No, we don't have a battery. We have assault. We have harassment. We have that kind of stuff. But some states have assault and battery. And so each one means something different. And then you have the damage to property and then use of two-way communication device, whatever that means. I guess that's kind of a broad way of saying anything that's two-way, radio, phone,
Computer, maybe.
computer. Yeah, who knows? So
Just logged into his old AIM messenger on
maybe,
AOL.
yeah, maybe he was doing like a chat room. I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing down there in Lake County, Florida. But
I don't know, but when he saw Murphy, he went down fast. He
He
burned
gave
out
up.
real fast.
he gave up. And one thing I noted kind of towards the end of that clip is the helicopter is very loud and you can hear it through the body camera, which is wild. The microphones are usually pretty good, but I mean, if you can hear that on the body camera, he could hear that when he was running. And so he had to have known he's not going to get away. Once he knew the dog was there, I mean, if he continues to run, the dog's just going to track him and helicopter's going to tell him where to go just to bite him. So smart move on his part.
Probably your first good decision, Larry.
Yeah. Yep. And this next video clip we're going to show is going to be at a Westminster PD. It is a building search for a school. I think it was an elementary school or middle school. And people have to understand that just because school's out, so it could be at nighttime, could be summer, could be whatever, cameras are rolling. And somebody's generally watching these cameras. And so in this case, somebody's watching the cameras, sees two people trying to break into the school. They get inside. Officers show up. They set up a perimeter around the school, and then they move in to search the school to find these people. I'm assuming they had some communication with whoever's watching cameras to say, yeah, they're still there. They're still inside. Here's where they're at, whatever. But they send in the dog, and the dog tracks throughout the school. And as they track throughout the school, they don't pick up on anything until they get to this one room where there's like kind of a shelf, and kind of sniffs up and hits on the shelf, which kind of tells you they were here at some point. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this video up. Video watchers, enjoy. Audio listeners, you're going to miss out on an excellent kind of clip through the ceiling thing on this one. It's a little quiet of a clip here. But the dog's definitely interested in the shelf.
Hands! Hands up now! You're gonna get bit.
And now they're seeing somebody in the ceiling.
Be a great time to be honest. I see his legs right there.
Surprise.
It's one way.
You do anything stupid, you're gonna get bit.
and the other guy jumps down. So the one guy fell through the ceiling, and the second guy decides, I'm going to play it smart and jump down on my own. And so 2 people in custody. One was 16, I believe, and one was 18. And so
Apparently, they didn't watch Boondock Saints ahead of time.
that's right. That's what you need the fucking rope for. Come down. Although they kind of fell through the ceiling too, and then they were just hanging there. So I'm not sure how well that rope came into play in that movie.
I don't know, but it would have been hilarious for us to see.
If it would have been funny if they fell through hanging from the
Yeah.
rope. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. But yeah, so they got hooked up, and the K-9 obviously directed them straight for that shelf. And if not for that K-9, they probably wouldn't have known that they were in the ceiling. So that's kind of a tough one to catch if you don't have those kind of resources. And so the next clip that we're going to watch is going to be also out of Lake County Sheriff's, because apparently they've got some good K-9 stuff. And this one is going to be an eluding. So it's going to be an attempted traffic stop on traffic charges only. The vehicle is going to flee. And in some places, jurisdictions, they can't chase for just traffic violations. They have to have something pretty major, like a felony or, whatever. So in this case, this vehicle takes off. They attempt to stop it. It goes, then they cancel, and then they eventually find the vehicle later and then begin a search of the area for the driver as he fled. So this video starts with no sound. And what you're seeing is the officer is attempting to catch up to the suspect vehicle. As they turn, he tries to launch this kind of, I say probe, but it's Star Chase. And what Star Chase is it's like a GPS tracker, and it sticks to vehicles. And so he just said he deployed it but missed. And so he's going to cancel. Now officers have located the vehicle, and they're going to go in the area and start asking witnesses, where did he go? And try to track him with a K-9. Hopefully this music doesn't hit me. I got hit on Christmas music on that one video with the officer yelling at the guy after the accident. YouTube didn't like it.
You went this way or out that way? Tell me exactly where you saw him go, because I'm gonna put my dog down exactly where you saw him.
Spooky.
Yeah, so these ghost people are the witnesses, and sometimes ghosts can be helpful, but they're going to point out which way he ran, and then the officers are going to deploy the K-9 in that way.
You got out of that car?
Okay.
You fucking ran right through it.
Right through this opening?
Yeah.
Has anybody else gone on there since he did?
No, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy.
It's Murphy
Again.
again.
Someone give Murphy a raise. He's earning his keep.
Murphy is well used in this county for sure.
His reputation apparently precedes him.
Right.
Criminals just,
So
I've heard about him.
the dog's picking up on something because he's pushing real hard. Generally when they're pulling that hard in one direction, they're picking
Now,
up
if you go to
something.
peek in those windows. Sheriff's office with a K-9! Come on now, you're gonna be bit! Sheriff's office with a K-9! Come on now, you're gonna be
So
bit!
excited.
It's locked.
Yeah, I got a hand. Open the door. Open the door.
Good job, Murphy. Come out! Come out now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! You're gonna be dog bit! Get on the ground now! Hands out like an airplane! Get on the ground! Lay down!
There's our suspect there, and these are going to be his charges.
Do
I
not
they
thought
do?
for sure he was going to have a shoplifting charge with that tag on his shirt.
Yeah. Maybe he shoplifted, and then that's why he was running. And, they saw him at, it looks like speeding 50 plus over the posted limit.
Jeez.
And so maybe he was fleeing from that. They're unaware of that actually occurring. Maybe they didn't report it or whatever. That happens in retail. And he had a ton of other charges too. It looks like driving while license suspended or revoked. He flee and eluded the law enforcement officer. He had drug paraphernalia, some cannabis, which it's not legal everywhere. And so apparently it's illegal there. And then it says added by Florida Highway Patrol. So he's kind of charged twice on some of these things, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's not two separate incidents. So maybe he
That makes
fled
sense.
from the one where then this guy saw him and then he fled from this guy or vice versa. And he ended up with two different cases for the same kind of incident. And then you got reckless driving, eluding, and no license on that one too. So going to jail and probably going to be suspended for a really long time.
Forever.
Maybe. We have a thing called habitual traffic offender. And this would probably be one of those people. I don't know how many times it takes. I don't even know how many times it takes here, because I've had people with like 14 revocations on their driver's license and they were not habitual traffic offenders. So I don't know what it takes. Let's see. This next clip is a little bit longer of a clip, and it's kind of more to watch, more to see, more to talk about, more involved. And so this video comes out of Portage County, and it's going to involve a deputy who is responding to a call first of a suspicious vehicle. So it's a kind of a vehicle driving around in the area, and then the guy gets out of the vehicle and goes to another vehicle that someone's in and attempts to carjack it with a gun, by force. And so here we define carjacking as like robbery of a vehicle. And it's just a neat way of not saying robbery. So you say carjacking. And that can be, here it can be force, threats, or intimidation, not even with a weapon, but in this case, apparently it involved a weapon. And so the deputy arriving in the area is going to spot someone that matches the description and attempt to contact him, get him to stop, and he's going to take off running. And what you're going to see is the officer is kind of going to engage him, and then the dog kind of spawns in out of nowhere. I assume he had a little clicker on his belt or something, some way of popping open the door so that the dog can jump out. But the dog comes out and then joins in the pursuit of the bad guy.
I've been waiting to say this. Roll that beautiful bite footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, come here. Robin Street. Hey, come here.
Yeah, maybe come there.
Dude. Stop where you're at. Stop where you're at and get on the ground right now. Get on the ground right now, dude. I'm not kidding. Get your fucking hands out of your pockets. You're gonna get bit by the dog. You're gonna get bit by the dog. Possum.
Yeah.
Possum.
Possum or fossum?
Possum.
And I think that's kind of like a well-regarded man.
Show me your
Also
hands.
heard
Show me your
foos.
fucking hands. Possum.
You know, I get excited when I hear possums.
Hands.
Yeah, no,
Get on the
that wasn't
ground.
awesome.
Get on the ground. Show me your. Get on the ground. Get on.
Yeah. So he's got his arm.
His whole arm.
It looks like he's got his like whole hand in his mouth. And then the officer here still has the gun out. And so this is good. I like this. I like seeing, the threat was that he is armed with a gun. And so officer's got his gun out. He's aiming at him. He's giving him commands. The guy's refusing to get on the ground. I mean, I'm sure it hurts. I'm sure having the dog on him, it sucks, everything else, but he needs to get down. Like he needs to listen to these commands that the officer's giving him, the deputy's giving him. And there was a whole big discussion on this Facebook page where they posted this video, and a lot of people are like, oh, he can't follow instructions yeah, he can. I've seen it all the time. People get bit by dogs, K-9's, and they immediately go down. They immediately do what they're told, and the dog comes off immediately. But this person is not going to listen.
Well, and it takes the same amount of effort to comply versus fight.
Sure,
Right.
It probably takes more effort to fight,
Right.
especially when you're fighting with a dog that is latched onto you and you're pulling on him and, struggling with that. It definitely does not take much effort to comply.
Me, dude. It's me. Get on the ground. Trying. Get on the ground. I can't, bro. Get on the ground. Get on the
literally throw yourself on the ground.
Chest on the ground. Get him off. Put your chest. Dude, give me your other hand and I'll take him off. Give me your other hand.
Let's see if I can pause it in a good spot.
Dude, give me the hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. And I will get him off of you. Get him off.
Yeah. So the dog went from hand to wrist to forearm to bicep now, maybe even tricep under there if he's getting from, underneath. This guy is not listening. He's continuing to fight, continuing to resist. If he just give his arms up, I mean, it would be over. And it's just pretty wild. This dog, it like latches, let's go, latches, and just keeps moving around, and it's got to hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
This dog's just growing more and more teeth.
yeah, it's like leveling up. The dog was like level 10. Now the dog is like level 25. It's definitely gotten better for sure.
No! Give
me your hand!
I am, bro! You letting the dog bite me? I'm beating this case. Bro!
I don't think so.
Beating this
Stop
case.
moving your hand!
Yeah, definitely not beating this case.
Stop! No!
Hector!
You're gonna kill me!
Dude! Give me your hand!
Fucking
Give me your hand!
get him off!
I will get him off as soon as you give me your hand.
Put my hand in the cup, bro!
Just give him your hand.
Right, he's trying, and then every time he almost gets it, the guy pulls his arm away.
My hand's in the cup.
So now he's almost got it,
Don't kill me.
and then he pulls away.
You're letting him kill me!
Because you're not giving me your hand!
I'm trying, bro!
And now he's fighting the dog,
Off me, dude!
Don't pull him in.
grabbing the dog. Yeah,
Got me, fuck.
Give me your hand! Give me your hand!
I'm trying to get the dog off!
Caught in a Mary.
No! I'm gonna die!
I don't think you're going to
I'm gonna die
die.
because
No, you're not.
probably not.
yes, I am! He's tearing my skin! Bro, I'm gonna die!
Here
I'm gonna
comes
die!
the resident.
Fucking off me!
No, you're good. Stay back, stay back.
He's gonna kill me, bro!
Give me your hand.
I'm trying!
Out!
Get him off!
Give me your
Get him off here! He's stuck under me, bro! Fuck me! Bro! Come on! Get him off me!
If you give me your fucking hands,
I can't!
Yeah, even the guy knows.
Bro, get him off me! Get him off me!
stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. Head
All right, he's got him cuffed.
out!
Now he's giving the commands. Get the dog off.
Out!
Like the Samaritan waved the other cops over to where they were.
I think so. Yeah.
Stay where you're at.
And he's sitting up there. But I mean, look, if you just surrender immediately and not do all this silly nonsense, then it wouldn't have lasted so long. This is a 3-minute clip with at least 2 minutes of that being a dog bite. It's like the longest dog bite I've ever seen, but it's all 100% on him. I mean,
Right. Put your hands behind your back. It takes way less effort than trying to fight this dog that's actively biting you.
right. Yeah. And like I said, the comments were ridiculous. And I could show, 50 clips of dog bites where they're like, give me your hand. And quick does it, he's screaming or whatever. And he still gives the hand up, and then they do it, hook him up, and then they take the dog off. And so this guy just didn't get it. And I think what they said was he didn't get stitches or anything. I think he got glue, kind of like they probably super glued his wounds closed or whatever, probably a bunch of punctures. But they did say the vehicle he had arrived in was stolen. And so stolen vehicle, then tried to steal a vehicle. And then he had a bunch of other charges. Suspect was Daniel Summers.
Classic Daniel.
Classic Daniel doing Daniel things. So,
Daniel.
and so now instead of going to jail, it's kind of like the old slogan or whatever, you can, if you run, you only die tired, or you can get arrested tired, or whatever it is. Same thing here is, he's could either go to jail, or he can go to jail with his arm hurting, wrist and hand and elbow, and
nightmares about those teeth forever.
PTSD forever about dog biting. So needless to say, that was a good bite. Probably the longest dog bite I've ever seen. but perfectly legitimate in my eyes. And I would look at this, if that was even me, I was dumbass, and I was bit by the K-9, I could definitely see why it took so long. Struggling and pulling his arm every time, and then the left arm and then the right arm. And then at one point he's like on top of the dog.
Yeah. Bringing him in for a hug. I don't think he wants to hug you, bro.
And he's like, oh, I'm trying to get him off me. That's not your job to get the dog off you. The dog is supposed to be on you. You are supposed to comply and follow the instructions and everything else so that they can get the dog off you. And so.
Well, let's talk about the Samaritan for a sec.
Okay.
I love a good Samaritan. You don't see that very often, especially like in current climate. So I thought that was pretty good. He came, but maybe, can I give you a hand? No, because you might literally be giving the dog your hand.
Yeah, this is, if he was wrestling with the guy by himself, just fighting with him in the backyard, then the guy jumping in, perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, help me grab his hand, grab his legs, do something to help out. When a dog's on him, I probably wouldn't, you take your dog to the dog park, someone takes theirs, they start fighting. You don't generally jump in the middle of it with hands, right? So I think that was a good move for the deputy to be like, yes. He immediately, he's like, yes, I need help. And then he's like, wait a second. No, don't help me. Stay right there because I've got the dog. And
I thought the Samaritan did a pretty good job reading the situation on that too. Knowing he needed help, asking, deputy saying yes, but no. And then he starts trying to, talk some reason into this guy and then waves the other cops down.
Yeah. Give some tips. Hey, if you just give up your hand.
Just give him your hand.
Then he's going to stop.
Come on, Daniel. Do what's right.
Stupid Daniel. But anyway, so good old Daniel gets to go to jail and with some new pain and wounds and nightmares and everything else.
Don't carjack people.
I think that's probably the lesson really to be had here is don't do stupid crap. Stupid crap won't happen to you. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, that is the episode.
All right. It was definitely not without its challenges, but you know what? We got through it.
We got through it. And now I get to do a bunch of editing and all the back end stuff that I do, which is kind of substantial in the sense of what I do. And not only do I do these videos once a week, the episodes for the podcast, but I also do daily videos. And generally speaking, I wake up in the morning, I get down to the computer, and for several hours, I do a bunch of videos, edit them, upload them, and then all of those kind of go out every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single day is going to have a daily episode, and you're going to be able to catch those on social media and on YouTube and everywhere else. So highly encourage people to, if you're a listener, you, I guess, can go and listen to those, maybe hit the playlist. There's a shorts playlist on YouTube, and you can just hit the playlist, pop an earbud in and listen to all the clips. I do okay job kind of explaining what's going on.
But listen, listeners, I'm going to do a little spoiler alert. There's a video coming up. April Fool's Day. You're going to want to watch it.
You are going to want to watch that. It sounds amazing.
It sounds hilarious.
But it looks better, and it may or may not involve a gnome going in an orifice. And it is YouTube safe and friendly. It's not made for kids, though. I do have an option when I upload videos. It says made for kids, yes or no. And that one's definitely not made for kids.
But the flamingo survived, so we're good.
The flamingo does survive. It does. It is definitely metal, and it can withstand headbutts. We did learn that. I'm not going to give too much away, but you definitely need to go ahead and watch that April Fool's Day, April 1st video. Listeners, watch these videos. Go pick these up and take some time to watch them. But anyway, good episode. We got there.
And Murphy, talking to you, good boy. If you and your handler want to be featured, let us know. I will make a whole montage. We'll doctor some aviator sunglasses onto you, little police hat.
Yeah, he might already have those.
He might.
So yeah, if we ever do feature anybody and they want to be on here, by all means, reach out to me and through the socials or Discord or whatever it is. We would love to have a K-9 on a podcast episode in the future where we can get them on video from wherever they are, remote, and we can get you guys in and do a little interview, maybe watch a couple of your clips or something like that. So we'll see if we can't work that out. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, whatever it is. And we'll catch you on the next episode, which is going to be episode number 13 and spooky. I originally had a plan for episode 13, not realizing in my brain that it was number 13. I'm probably going to push that theme to 14 and then do some sort of spooky or scary videos or something for 13. I think it's probably deserving of a special episode.
We were talking about clowns and, there were all those videos and, I don't know, 911 calls from 2016 when every call involved clowns for some reason.
I do recall that. And I do recall responding to those calls, getting like 6 a night and me like, oh, we see him over here in this corner. Oh, we see him over here in this corner. And I'm racing around trying to find these freaking clowns. And so, yeah, maybe we'll see some clowns and,
release the clowns.
Something. Yeah. But 13 should be a good episode. We'll catch you next week on Friday with that episode and have a good one, guys. See ya.